This is an important issue that I need to address right now. People keep asking me my opinion on how do I feel about transgenders playing in the sports. To be honest with you, it is totally unfair for a man that wants to be a woman to go and play in a woman league. You be totally dominant 'cause you still have the man's gene. It wouldn't be right for a transgender woman that wants to be a man to go play with some hardcore men and get hurt. If transgenders want to be in sports, let's put this decision in the billionaires' hand. Y'all need to start a new league, transgender league, so they have their own league, play among their own competitive skills. Let's have a transgender basketball league. Let's have a transgender football league. Let's have a transgender baseball league. But how do you classify a transgender in the league? How do you classify a transgender man that want to be a woman and go and play with females? That transgender still has the genders that they was born with to be more dominant than the other gender. So I have nothing with transgenders wanting to play in the league though. But if we're gonna do this, let's do this the right way. Let's start them a league so they can feel more comfortable. So you know what I'm saying? Let's say, for example, say if my homeboy, you know what I'm saying, lower his talent as a man in a male league. Can he go put on a dress and say he transgender and go and play against a whole bunch of women and beat them? No, they gonna say it's a problem then. But let's think about that for 1 minute. And another discussion I want to talk about is these Asian hate crimes. This shit is a conspiracy, something set up, you know what I'm saying? It's another distraction been set out there to y'all. Cause I just don't see people going out there just whooping their ass. Oh, you an Asian? I'm gonna go upside your head cause you Asian. Nah, that shit is set up somewhere. But if motherfuckers really is doing that shit some cold shit, man. Don't do that shit. In order for us to be, I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. If y'all want to make America one of the greatest countries alive around to this day, let's start by eliminating racism. If we can eliminate racism in America, we could be the greatest country in the world. Come on, just think about living in a country where there's no hate. Everybody living equal amongst each other. Shit. Gotta be some good, glorious stuff. Because I wish I could live equal as everybody else. Don't look at me because I'm black. Don't look at the next man because they white. Look at me for the ability of my skills. Let's all get treated equal as one. If we all can be equal as one, matter of fact, they talking about this situation now what I'm talking about. Transgenders want to be a sport.
These bills are attempting to solve a problem that doesn't exist. Proponents of these bills argue that they are protecting women. As a woman who has played sports my entire life, I know that the threats to women's and girls' sports are lack of funding, resources, and media coverage, sexual harassment, and unequal pay. All right, let's bring in Caitlin Burns, political writer for Vox. And so, Caitlin, you've been reporting on this story extensively. What do you make of Rapinoe's statement that these are bills that are trying to solve a problem that doesn't exist?
I agree with her 100%. Honestly, the New York Times took a closer look at this issue, and they actually asked the NCAA how many trans women participate in women's sports at all levels, and they found that out of about 200,000 total athletes, only about 50 of them in a given year are trans. I don't think this is a serious issue. Trans women have been allowed to compete as women in some form in the Olympics since 2004, and there's never actually even been an openly trans Olympian that qualified. I don't think this is an issue, and I think this is just another way for Republican legislators to go after transgender children.
And one of the main arguments against transgender children participating in sports is that they have an unfair advantage over other athletes. Governor Lee actually said when he signed the bill into law, he said that this ensures fair competition. What did you find in your reporting about that?
Start their own league.
I find that this is a commonly misunderstood issue, and what ends up happening is people substitute
if I go put on some leggings,
transgender girl
and go out there and play some women's basketball, I'll be one of the greatest
there needs to be a distinction drawn.
basketball players in the world right now.
And transgender girls do not have men's bodies, especially after they start hormone treatment.
You telling me I can put some leggings on, put my hair in a ponytail?
Really
call myself DraKo 5000. Can I go out there and play basketball in the WNBA, win me a title, and be one of the greatest?
Biological advantage.
But I still got my male
parts.
Say
it's not just lawmakers from the 30 states. This is also being.
I'm not saying that's for me, but I'm just saying for an example.
When the recent COVID bill was being debated, you had Senator Tommy Tuberville. He introduced an amendment to deny funding to schools that allow transgender kids to play sports. That provision failed. But I think it shows how widespread this effort is. I mean, is this sort of the latest?
But if they want to be transgender play a league, they got to come out their gender and play. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly right.
You should be able to only play in the sports.
GOP and social conservatives.
Sex that she's born with,
and this is an extension of that fight. So if you remember back in 2016, there were the bathroom bills. North Carolina passed one.
You can't go to the women's league.
One for several years.
Put your wig on and your dress and go there and play with the men.
But they've since
you will be transgender and play amongst each other. You're not going to get no fair advantage to go and play with the opposite sex that you're not.
Actually, even now, in the state
of Arkansas,
they're still debating a bill over that particular issue. But
so that's all I can say about that day's topic on the transgender. So how do you classify transgender, and what sport would you put him in? How do you classify a transgender man? They want to play professional sport? Should he go to the? Should they go to the men's league or the women's league? So what's y'all thought on that?
I think it's pretty likely to pass.
If they want to be equal, give them their own sports. I ain't got nothing against no gay people.
So I don't see why they wouldn't take that one.
I just don't like them flamboyant ones that be pushing and pressing up on people. Because I have a lot of gay friends, so I like them quiet gay people that mind their own business and stuff. The problem I got was the one that flamboyant. I always want to be loud and heard and seen. And when I was crying, hey. I like them. Look, I like them gay people that sit back and just chill, mind their business. They ain't loud and been heard. Thank you for tuning into DraKo World, y'all. And that's today's subject. So all I gotta do is just keep it real and uncut. Never sugarcoat it, never rehearse or act it. I'm gonna give it to you as it is, with no filter. Cause I'm DraKo 5000.